What's up, everyone? Adrian Morrison here, and I want to welcome you to the Profit Power Hour. I'm excited to have you here. Everybody should be able to see my screen now, and in a moment, once the room starts piling up, I will get my webcam going. I hope that everybody is doing great and fantastic tonight from wherever you are in the world. We've had just a phenomenal last week, and so many people were excited about last week's webinar. We got a lot of feedback in the support box, a lot of feedback through Facebook Messenger, lots of Instagram DMs to do another part of the series on the $100 per day drop shipping campaign. And essentially, just going over steps that you can take to find hot products that you can quickly get to $100 per day. And we'll talk more about the method and the reasoning behind that and why $100 per day is so important momentarily. But for now, everybody should be able to see our home screen. And on the home screen, you'll see at the top, you can start your own Shopify store at shopify.com/Adrian Morrison. And that will tag you through my partner link, and you will get a free trial to Shopify. So make sure you go there and you start your store if you haven't. Some people ask if they can start multiple stores through that link, and the answer is yes. If you want to start 2 or 3 different stores for different niches, with different partners, whatever, you can always use that link. On the right-hand side is my social media. If you've been watching my Instagram, you've probably seen a lot of stuff the last couple of days. I've posted a good bit of stuff on there, so I hope that you've enjoyed that content. And then the content that we release on YouTube and through our Facebook page. Just make sure that you go follow me everywhere through social media. And then on the left-hand side are some of our top tools. We have students post in the group about these all the time, about how like Wheelie Opt-in is getting them a lot of leads. And I think that during the holiday season, some of the important apps, like one of the most important ones is Wheelie Opt-in, because that's going to build a list, let you offer holiday promotions to people. And we just consistently see people, profiting with this app and making sales and building their email list. So very exciting stuff there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to share my webcam. Let's see if it comes on. What's up, everyone? So everyone should be able to see me now. Just go ahead and type in a 1 in the questions box if you can see me. My team will review that. Now, if you are brand new to the Profit Power Hour, welcome. You're in for a treat, because every week I do this webinar, no matter what's going on in the world, no matter how tired I am or busy I am, or if I'm sick, whatever, I'm always here doing the Profit Power Hour. And this is a training whereby I go over different series, different things that I'm doing in my business, and different things that I can see my community of entrepreneurs asking me for, right? So this doesn't necessarily go hand in hand with what you might be learning right now in Ecom Success Academy or in Ecom Quick Start. But what it does is it will complement everything that you're learning in those programs. So I'm excited to have everyone here. And what I want to do is I just want to pull up our normal thing here. So let's pull up our Google Doc. Everyone go to the Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/profitph and tell everybody to hop on, max this room out. We got we got 10,000 registrations for this webinar series. It's incredible. We have to delete people that don't show up for a couple of weeks every single week so we can have new registrations for new members. So always make sure that you show up as much as you possibly can so you don't have to re-register. Go to the group, tell everybody to hop on, because I'm going to show you another quick way to launching a $100 per day dropship product on your e-commerce store. No, it's not hype. No, it's not fluff. This is a real strategy. It works. I use it all the time. and $100 per day. We know if we can get a campaign there, that there's the potential for scalability far beyond $100 a day. All right, so $100 a day is the goal. If you're not currently a member of the Profit Power Hour Facebook group, just simply make sure that you go there and you apply. We are about to cross to over 18,000 members in the Profit Power Hour group, and you'll be able to see that in this group, you can mingle with everybody, you can remind others to get on, you can ask questions, and it's just a phenomenal community that we've put together. Additionally, again, if you're new to the Profit Power Hour, okay, I have to do this every week because we have so many new members come in. You can always go back and watch previous recordings, previous events by going into your accessadrian.com account, clicking on the Profit Power Hour icon, and then accessing your members area where you can look at webinar replays. And you'll see that we've been doing this series since 2015, right? 2015 is not in there because, well, that training is really old, so we went ahead and took it out. But you can see all the way back to 2016 and go back and you can watch all of the webinars. When you're watching these replays, make sure that you hover over my image. You see where I hover over this image on the left where it says 19,700 subscribers? Go ahead and hover over that, hit subscribe, and it'll subscribe you to our YouTube channel where you can get more education and you can get more training. So always excited to have that, but go back and watch these replays because there's some valuable information in here. Now, back to this right here, back to showing you the quickest way to launching $100 per day dropship product. So last week we went over a strategy for finding fresh products out of the gate. And a recap on that training is probably all the way down here at the bottom. And we went over this profitable product formula. Can everybody see that? Just say yes so my team can make sure everything is going good. So the profitable product formula, and sorry, my neck is killing me today, second week in a row. Number one thing that we're looking for is that wow factor. So when you're launching a product, this needs to be a product that's going to make people stop in their tracks in the news feed, on YouTube, on Google, and make them look at what you're offering. The second thing is a high profit margin. So you really, ideally, you want to have a 3x markup on your cost from your drop shipping vendor. So if something is costs you $10 from a drop shipper, you want to be able to sell it for 30 bucks. Now, you know, 2x markup can work, but preferably we're upwards of 3x. That gives us money for ads and it gives us money for shipping, and then still leaves plenty of profit left over. The third thing that we talked about last week was perceived value, something that's easy for consumers to justify spending the money on. This could be something that helps with pain and health, beauty and appearance, safety, family, pets, something that appears luxurious, or something that saves time and future money. All of this was discussed last week in great detail. You can go back and watch that replay. And then something that's fresh and trending. You can't just go get some tired old product that's been hammered because it's gone viral and expect to get those same viral results. Now, what you can do is you can pick up breadcrumbs. So I'm always taking viral products and I'm remarketing them because I feel like, you know, you can still make some money there and sometimes they can still pop off, but I call it breadcrumbs. When you really hit that big winner is when you find something that is unique, something that's fresh, right? But similar, something that's similar to what is already proven to do well. And last week we did this in the beauty niche. I can't remember what else I showed you last week. Just go back and watch the replay. But this is something that, you know, we feel like it can be duplicated and replicated over and over again. And one of the things that stops a lot of entrepreneurs, all right, so one of the things that stops a lot of entrepreneurs, let's discuss some of your obstacles, okay? So what are your obstacles to getting to $100 per day? What are your obstacles? So we're just going to continue on with this. No, I don't want it all at the center. I want it just that to center. So let me do this. Boom, boom. Okay. So what are your obstacles that you're dealing with right now to get to your first sale or to $100 per day, whatever it may be? So I posted this on, I posted a little bit about this last night on my Instagram, and a lot of people reached out to me and they conveyed that they have some of these same exact problems. So what I want to do is I just simply want to go over what some of these obstacles may be. All right. So number one is one of the biggest obstacles that entrepreneurs deal with is, let me just get background to be none. And there we go. Okay. So number one is, sorry, I'm getting very frustrated with Google Docs. I don't know why I continue to use them because Google Docs sucks. If I'm being candid with you today. It's like I go down here and I put none, and then I get rid of bold, then I go to black, and it just goes, it reverts every time I do something like that. Okay. And see, look, I have it aligned. There we go. Okay. Your number one obstacle is productivity. All right. So productivity and time management. All right. So productivity and time management are typically one of the number one obstacles that most people suffer from. And they go hand in hand, right? Managing your time. This is one of my biggest weaknesses, is managing my time. I am the worst at it. And honestly, I traditionally am pretty bad with productivity. And you have to be able to do both. If you want to be able to launch campaigns that are going to have success, and you want to be able to get to $100 a day, 1,000 a day, 5K a day, 10K a day, whatever, you have to learn how to be productive. You have to learn how to manage your time wisely. Some of the things that you might do in here with productivity and time management is research. And obviously, the next thing is going to be taking action. And the final thing is going to be optimization, right? So keeping up with something and not leaving it, not putting it on the back burner, right? Is everybody with me on this? Can everybody see that? So some of the biggest obstacles are very, very simple obstacles that you can easily fix. Having the ability to be productive and manage your time when it comes to research, taking action, and optimization. But the second obstacle that, and I posted about this on my Instagram last night, once again, the second obstacle is going to be anxiety, and it's going to be stress. My poll showed there was about a 50-50 split on people that are dealing with this, 50% of people anxiety and stress. So if you're talking about anxiety could be something that would be, fear of failure. All right, so fear of failure, it gets the best of us, right? And stress, right? Stress would be coming from just simply not knowing how to simplify. All right, so these are two of your biggest obstacles. Now, what we've just identified here is that your biggest obstacles are yourself, right? So your two biggest obstacles that stand between you and getting to your goal of $100 a day or a grand or $5,000, whatever it may be, they both rely on you and your ability to be productive, right? And to rid yourself of anxiety and stress. And so why am I sharing this with you? Because no matter what strategy I give you, right? If you're not productive and you don't know how to manage your time properly in your business, then you're not going to be able to implement any of it. And if you're anxious about every little move that you make, or you're stressed that you might fail, or you don't know how to simplify things and you overcomplicate things, then you're going to fail to launch, right? Which means you're not going to get any traffic and you can't make any money. Does that make sense? So these are obstacles, and I want to show you one of the quickest ways to do some fast research, to take action, and to start optimizing. And I also want to show you two ways that you can kind of remedy, right, that fear of failure, and remedy that that constant ability of yourself to overcomplicate things, right? Which is a natural ability for most people. If you can overcome these two obstacles, then you're going to reach your goals at a more rapid rate. Again, these all rely within yourself. They're all fixable issues, and nothing that I teach you, right, can help you really fix any of this stuff if you're currently suffering from it. You just have to recognize it, and then you yourself have to fix it, right? So let's talk about productivity and time management. We want to launch to get to $100 a day. And the number one thing that we're going to need to do is research. And oftentimes we get stuck for hours and hours and hours in doing research, right? So we'd spend all of our time doing research and none of our time taking action. How many of you in here are guilty of that? You shop so much, or you shop ideas for so long, and you research so much that you just get fatigued and you never get around to taking action. And then you get another idea and another idea and another idea, or this happens or that happens. And in that research process, you get paralyzed. Just type in a 1 if that happens to you in the questions box. These are things I've never actually hit before on this webinar series, by the way, but I've identified and I feel like are very important, all right? Now, time management, taking action. So you have to make sure that when you do your research and you locate a product that you want to launch, you immediately take action. You can't go and say, okay, here's a list of 50 different products, right? And since I can't decide if I want to sell this carbon fiber knife here, or I want to sell this green knife right here, I'm just going to sit here all day and I'm going to think about which one of these should I launch in an ad. Should it be the carbon fiber one? Should it be this cool green one? You have to take action. Pick one, pick the other, launch both of them. You've got to take action. The third thing, optimization, is once you take action, you have to start making decisions. Which one of these is more profitable for you, right? Kill the loser, scale the winner. That is one of the fastest ways, right, to get to more profits. All right, so research, taking action, optimization. And then again, with stress, anxiety, these things right here, they're all on you. You just have to follow the 3 steps above and 100% focus on not failing. Failure is not an option. But how can I help you with this part right here? All right. And how can I help you with getting rid of that fear of failure and not knowing how to simplify things? How can I simplify it for you? One of the biggest niches that's about to hit hard is the tactical everyday carry niche, which is really big. And if I come over here to, let me see if I can find Google Trends real fast. So everyday carry. Let's see if I can get that to come up. Oh, I should spell it right. Everyday carry. Okay, cool. So let's look at this over the past 12 months. And you will see that when we research this particular term here, everyday carry, that it's constantly above that 50 threshold. So this is how we identify a niche that's a really good niche. We know that Google Trends tells us over the last 12 months that this has been on a scale of 1 to 100, it's traditionally over a 50. Now, what is everyday carry? Everyday carry is a term more widely used in the tactical niche where people, they are buying tactical gear, everyday carry type stuff that clips in their pocket, flashlights, knives, wallets, sunglasses, whatnot. So we know that this is a niche that could be really big. All right, so look, right now we're doing research, okay? So we are doing research on the niche everyday carry, which could actually have a lot of stuff in it. And then One of the things that I do is for this particular niche, the tactical everyday carry niche, is I don't just come over to AliExpress and come over here and say, you know, everyday carry. 906 results. You're going to see it brings up a lot of knives. Those are in the everyday carry niche, but that's not necessarily, you know, what we're selling. We're not just going to come over here and type in tactical, because you're going to get tactical camouflage, tactical, like pins could be everyday carry, keys, you get wallets, you get knives, you get what's the word I'm looking for, flashlights, right? You get so many different things that come up in the tactical niche. And last week what I did is I went in and I showed you a strategy whereby you can find a viral product and find new arrival similar items to that. And we're going to go over that again, but we're going to show you another way to do it. This niche is huge, right? Everyday carry is massive, tactical is massive. Over this holiday season, it's just going to get bigger, it's going to get better. A lot of people are about to start buying a lot of this stuff for the preppers, specifically for holiday gifts. And this is one of our biggest niches every single year in Q4. So listen up, because I'm about to unveil to you a secret that we use to research the hottest items, okay? So two websites that we are actually three websites that we use. Number one is we do come over here to Amazon.com a lot, and we type in stuff like everyday carry, brings up 50,000 results, and this starts giving us ideas in the niche. All right, so don't just think of it as the tactical niche, think it as everyday carry. These are you know, items that people can not just store in a closet in case there's a doomsday. These are items that are going to be convenient for a specific group, a specific niche, to use on a day-to-day basis, to keep in their pocket, to keep in their car, whatever it may be. So I start looking at this, right? There's over 50,000 results in here. We can sort by featured, we could sort by average customer review, we could look at new arrivals, so very similar to what I showed you last week. You can look at new arrivals, and new arrivals seems to bring up some, like, honestly, stuff that doesn't really fall within the niche. But then you'll see the sponsored ads, which is going to bring up the more relevant stuff, like this Vito tool pouch. What is this? A clip and carry multi-tool stealth Leatherman charge, right? These are little things. This right here, the Baxter titanium, I don't even know how to pronounce that, keychain, right? These are those little things in the everyday carry niche that can absolutely crush it. But we also could go over here and look at average customer review, see what that pulls up. Again, you're gonna notice some things that might be a little bit different, like check this out, this Tough Hook, heavy duty multi-purpose gear hanger, 150-pound load capacity on this hanger. So again, this is something that might work in the tactical niche. So as we start playing around and organizing things, we're going to find that we can find some really interesting stuff that's already proven, right? Because when we're doing our research, right, we want to find stuff that is proven. And we look over here at our profitable product formula, we want to have stuff that has that wow factor, that has a high profit margin, has perceived value, but is also fresh, right? So a hanger that can hold 150 pounds, right, if presented properly, would have that wow factor, right? We can come over here, we could take a look at the different types of suggestions that are made with this, because Amazon's really good at suggesting upsells and cross sales. We can look at the customer reviews, and now all of a sudden you're seeing here some of the things that this hanger right here could be using. Now, could you find a similar hanger to this on AliExpress that's not by this brand? Probably so, right? Again, we know we're in a niche that's hot. We know we're in a niche that has a lot of buyers. And right now we're looking at an item that's weird, that's interesting, that has the wow factor, right? That has the perception of value, that's fresh, that hasn't gone like mega viral or anything like that, but is within a niche that we know is viral. And there's so many things that you could use this for, right? And there's color variants and whatnot. So this is going to be great, I guess, for people in the camping niche, the hunting niche, the tactical niche. You would just have to go to AliExpress and see if you could find similar items, which sometimes that's a hit or a miss. But going back out here, we go into Amazon and we really start looking for ideas here. When you type in everyday carry, two things are certain. You're going to find flashlights and you're going to find knives. All right, so flashlights and knives. I myself am a knife collector, in case you didn't notice. I just got this sick knife right here. It's a marbleized carbon fiber. And, I spend a lot of money collecting knives, a lot of money collecting tactical gear and whatnot. I think it's fun. You'll find flashlights as well. The flashlight niche is the niche that's never going to die. Literally, it's never going to die. And if we take a look at the flashlight niche, how does one break into this, launch a $100 per day campaign, and not just get gobbled up by the fact that so many other entrepreneurs in Shopify and e-com and Amazon sellers have already sold an immense amount of tactical flashlights, right? So obviously, we want to make sure that we have something that's fresh and is similar to something that's trending and has a high perceived value, right? And a high profit margin. And one thing that can contribute to a high profit margin is people buying more than one single product. Because when people buy more than one variant of a product, you're doubling, tripling, quadrupling the amount of sales that you potentially make. So in other words, somebody comes in and instead of buying one flashlight, they buy 4 flashlights, right? This is a great way to launch a product that can get to $100 per day fast if you have variants and the need for someone to buy more than one product. Now, why would somebody buy more than one flashlight? Well, they might have one for their bedroom, for their garage, for their truck, for their car, for their spouse's car, right? And there's going to be flashlights for different needs. There's going to be the mini tack light that's the everyday carry. There's going to be the medium-sized flashlight. Then there's going to be the jumbo magnum flashlight, which you might use on the side of the road or at a deer camp or whatever it may be, right? So the flashlight niche is something that's been around, but it's always being innovated further. And one of my biggest products I've sold is a tactical flashlight. And we still, to this day, we still are offering tactical flashlights, okay? So you don't just go get the same exact product that you see that's already for sale and start selling the same thing and expect to get those fresh results. What you have to do is a little bit of research. All right, so check this out. We looked at Amazon. I'm about to give you 2 of my secret research websites for not just this niche, but various niches. All right, so the first one is called uncrate.com. Write that down. Uncrate.com, uncrate.com. Okay, so uncrate.com is epic. All right, it's responsible for getting me to spend a lot of money. And if we go here on a day-to-day basis, Uncrate is constantly posting new things. Like, check this out. ATEC multi-tool carabiner. This is very similar to what we just saw on Amazon.com, right? So it looks like it's got a bottle opener, looks like it's got a cutter, it looks like it's a keychain. And what it's doing is it's showing us stuff that's hot right now, okay? It's showing us different types of products that are really hot. Now, again, this isn't just going to be this isn't just going to be in the tactical niche, but what gives this the wow factor right here? No, you're not going to find this exact one, but you can find something very, very similar to this. Not only is this a keychain, right? But it is a bottle opener. It's a cutter. You can see it cut. It's got a box cutter at the end of it. It's got a bottle opener on it. It looks like it's got something to measure stuff on it. It's got a screwdriver on it. You know, there's different tools to this. So what makes it different is that it's got so many different functions. But if we come back out here, right, And every day we check this, look, everyday carry minimal. It's going to show us different types of products. These are big websites. They have a lot of people that come here, shop on here, and try to stay up to date with what's hot and what's new. So I always get really, really good ideas from coming here to uncrate.com and taking a look at stuff like this Herschel Supply tote bag, right? So this can give you an idea of how you can start selling tote bags with print on them to different markets, right? So you click on that and do a little bit more research, right? And there's tactical watches on here. Just gives you an idea of what is hot right now. Is everybody with me on this? Just go ahead and say yes if you're with me on this. All right. It's going to show stuff that you can't sell, but there's going to be a lot of stuff on here that you can find through drop shippers. Okay. So it'll give you a lot of really great ideas. Ghost Outdoors packable hammock. All right. Another really hot item. So I could come over here and type in packable hammock. I probably spelled hammock wrong. 978 results, right? So you'll be able to come on here and find some additional products that are similar but different. So always keep your eye when you're doing research, especially in this niche, on uncrate.com. But let's go back over to the flashlight niche. How do you know what flashlights are hot? You can click over here and on the search term box and just type in flashlight. And it's going to show you a wide variety of different flashlights. These are all considered hot viral products because that's all that uncrate.com really posts, right? So you've got the Coleman modular charging lantern. You've got these mini flashlights here. You've got this night core rechargeable flashlight. You've got what is this? A Pelican emergency flashlight. So this is going to give you a good idea of things people are buying. There's a zillion flashlights out there. So you got to start taking a look at some of these and asking yourself, what makes these flashlights so so good that they are what's featured on uncrate.com. We're going to come back to that in just a moment. The other website that I look at is called High Consumption. HI consumption. Again, very, very good for the tactical everyday carry niche. Very, very good for the gadget niche. And there's just so many different things that are posted on here. So their format's a little bit different, like the 12 best EDC. EDC is everyday carry knives. They're going to post earbuds. They're going to post liquors. This modular gear system. They're going to post Legos. This is stuff right now that is popular, right? Stuff that is featured, stuff that people are going and purchasing. Again, what we're trying to do here is we're trying to be time efficient, right? And we're trying to do research to find things that we feel like are popular and that are working right now. Okay, so what's hot right now? And no, again, we're not going to find the exact item, but we can find similar items. BioLite's first pro level 8-mode headlamp. So headlamps, right? This gives me the idea to come over here and we'll just copy headlamp here, come over here to AliExpress. Let's look at headlamps and there we go. You'll have 95,000 results of headlamps. So coming back over here, all right, wow factor, profit margin, perceived value, fresh, right? Obstacles, productivity and time management. Would you all agree that you could be more productive and manage your time more wisely if you knew little tricks like I just showed you, going to Amazon and looking at the different organized results from newest to average customer reviews versus going to websites like Uncrate or High Consumption where you can do further research? Yes, right? And I'm telling you, people go to these places and they buy stuff. Like for example, High Consumption. You can come over here and you can type in, let's just go ahead and type in flashlight. the 15 best tactical flashlights, the Lumen headlamp. It's going to show you the latest flashlights that they've posted. Here's another one of those keychain type things, right? So it gives you the answers. It gives you the answers. All you have to do is go to AliExpress, go to your drop shippers and find very, 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 very similar items that might offer a bit more features or that a little bit more unique, and you can absolutely crush it. And I'll prove to you that this stuff works. Let's go knife. That people are coming here and buying stuff. So this knife right here, I got from high consumption because I get on here every night. I start looking around, and what I did is I found this knife, and then I found the website that sold this carbon fiber knife, and I went and purchased it. It's somewhere on high consumption. So I'm always looking through here myself and shopping. So, and I would be someone that you would target within the everyday carry, within the tactical niche categories. I buy a lot of that stuff. I'm from Mississippi. I don't hunt, but I like all the cool gadgets, right? Okay, so let's go back to talking about the flashlights. All right, it's a great niche. It's going to be a product that is proven to do $100+ a day easily, but I just quickly wanted to show you, don't get stuck on the only thing in the everyday carry niche, or the only thing in the tactical niche that I can sell is a little miniature tactical flashlight. Understand that there are various different cool gadgets in there, and understand that you can get people to go in, right, in this particular niche and buy more than one product. They might buy 2 flashlights, they might buy a flashlight and a little keychain thing, and a headlamp. They might buy a tote bag. They might stack in their cart one of those heavyweight hangers, right, that they put all their hunting gear on, or tactical gear on, or paintball gear on, or whatever, right? So this is a really great niche that I think you should hit, and it's a proven niche that has produced products that do 100 a day, 1,000 a day, $10,000+ a day. Is everybody with me on this? Just say yes if you're still with me. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So let me show you something. Let's talk about the flashlights. As I look through these on Uncrate, we see there's a charging lantern, battery charging station, what is this, a survival system, mini flashlight, a keychain flashlight, rechargeable flashlight, and then an emergency flashlight. Now, let's come back over here, and I'm going to show you a product that I've sold thousands of. All right, so this product right here, this is how you take a viral product and you do better with it. All right, so this flashlight right here has just been sold like crazy, just absolute crazy, right? If you were to go list this particular flashlight for sale, then you're probably not going to get it to pop off and go mega viral, because it's just the same flashlight that's been hit over and over and over and over again from big sellers like myself, right? Who are selling thousands and thousands of these a month or a week, right? So if you want to break into this niche and you want to absolutely crush it, you don't come in here and get the exact flashlight that everyone else is already selling. You use some of this information from your Uncrate or high consumption research in the niche to see what makes these types of lights unique. For example, this one right here. What makes this flashlight unique? What makes it worth $99? Well, it's powerful, but it's also rechargeable, because what sucks is whenever you have a flashlight and the batteries die and you don't have any batteries and you have to order new batteries in order for the product to work, right? So rechargeable flashlights, that's going to be something that's really nice. So watch this. Let's just play around here real quick. All right, let's do rechargeable flashlight. 49,000 results. Let me make sure that I spelt this right. Y'all know I'm not exactly the best speller in the world, so just to check. We'll just do it like this. I probably did spell it right, but I just want to make sure. Okay, rechargeable flashlight. Then we're going to go and organize it by the amount of orders. Okay, so this flashlight right here has had 13,916 units sold. This is a rechargeable flashlight or torch light. They've got a cool video here that shows you how the product works. They've got plenty of great explainer images that show you that it has the rechargeable batteries in it, all of the different features. It's got a high, middle, low strobe and SOS feature. It can ship from China. There's not a US shipping on this one. So I guess the question is knowing that a rechargeable flashlight offers more value, right, to the consumer, right, to the person that you're selling. Would you go in and would you start selling this particular one? I mean, because after all, if you take a look, it is one of the top selling rechargeable flashlights, and it's different, right? It's different than the normal mini tack light that I've sold a zillion of and other people have sold a zillion of. So it does fit, right? It does fit the fresh, right? It's not yet been dominated by the market, and that it's a rechargeable light. You don't really see a ton of those being advertised as such. There's the perceived value there because it can save money and it can save time because it's rechargeable. There's plenty of profit margin there. You could see over here on Uncrate, this is selling for $99 right here, and we can get it for as little as $13.74. So it also matches our profit margin markup. Y'all with me on this? Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Here's why I would not sell this one. It goes back to exactly what I taught last week. Even though we did not see this one for sale, right? It's got 14,000 orders or whatever. So somebody's selling the crap out of this light, and they're killing it with it. So we probably don't want to launch the exact same thing. This particular vendor here, Shoestar Official, has 97% feedback. They've been in business since 2017. They're a top brand, and they got 290,000 followers. Is everybody still with me on this? These are things that I said to look at last week. And in the flashlight niche, if you really want to hit it and hit hard in the flashlight niche, you've got to be selling something that is fresh and that is unique. I want you to write that down. Fresh and unique. Fresh and unique. Wow factor is also obviously an important feature to get people's attention. So we're not going to hit something that's already sold 14,000 orders. But would you agree that this particular drop shipper, since they're selling thousands of these flashlights, probably has other products similar that we could look at and discover? You bet. So if we come up here to the top and we click on new arrivals, just like we did last week, what we're going to find is that this particular vendor is sourcing, most likely, requested models for their top sellers. What do I mean by that? So this particular company that is really big on AliExpress, they're selling a boatload of products from big drop shippers like myself, for example. When I'm selling a lot of an item, right, I will go to one of my drop shipping vendors, and I'm always saying, will you get me this and will you get me that? And instead of going to a billion different vendors, what I do is when I get one vendor that can get a lot of the stuff that I sell, I go to them and say, hey, I saw this other flashlight on Amazon or on eBay or on Uncrate or on High Consumption. Can you find me something similar? Now, to clarify, I'm not saying that you're going to go to the vendor and you're going to ask them to find you what's on Uncrate, because if you haven't sold anything with them, they're probably going to tell you, yeah, you're wasting your time. We only do that for our top sellers, right? But the thing is that when they get products for their top sellers, they list them on their store for everybody to access. So the odds are that these new arrivals in the flashlight niche right here on their store are not just random products that were uploaded, right? It would stand to reason that these are products that were specifically requested from some of their top sellers, because their top sellers had been doing research, right? And their top sellers wanted products that were unique, right? And different than the other flashlights that they've already sold a whole bunch of, so they could generate more sales. Because guess what? In the flashlight niche, people are going to be buying more than one product, right? So when I come over here and I take a look at these products here, I'm looking for rechargeable, which it looks like most of these are. So let's click on this one right here. All right, so this particular flashlight right here is a smaller tack light. It looks different than all the other tack lights that are out there. This one does look like it's a medium-sized tactical light. It's waterproof. What makes this unique and different than other flashlights that are for sale? Well, it has a USB input and output with a chargeable cable. That's very different than a lot of the products that you see out there. It looks like it's got the newer USB-C cable and a regular USB cable. It's got high brightness, medium, low brightness, strobe, and SOS. Again, matching those things that are on Amazon, matching those things that are on Uncrate as important features. And it's a powerful light with a big zoom on it, right? And it's waterproof. But what makes this unique is that it has a functional, convenient input and output. If I'm just looking at this out of the gate, right? Now we can get this product for about 17 bucks. It is a bigger flashlight, and they do have ones that it looks like they have different packages that come with chargers, right? That come with cables and whatnot. So you can give people a couple of different options here. And then of course they're gonna have down here, it looks like this power flash super bright. It looks like it's breaking something right there, but they're gonna give you all the specs on the light in itself. So when I'm looking at selling flashlights, what I'm looking for is something that offers just a different vibe on my ads, right? And this one would fit that vibe. But another thing that we're looking at here is the fact that someone that's buying a flashlight most likely is going to buy more than one. They're going to buy a medium-sized one and a small-sized one. So we want to go in here and look for any smaller tactical ones and medium-sized ones, and then just kind of go through all of their new arrivals right here. So what makes this one different right here and unique right here as a miniature tack light is the fact that it has 6 different light modes, right? It's got your yellow, your blue, it's got a UV light built in, high, low, and SOS. You see what I'm saying? So most people that are advertising flashlights, right? They're advertising just one flashlight that is really bright, and they show that it's got the zoom feature and all that stuff. What we're doing is we're looking for unique things on high consumption, on Uncrate, on Amazon, that lead us down a fast rabbit hole, right? You can't stay in too long, otherwise you're not managing your time wisely and you're never taking action, to doing research that when we start looking at products, right, that we are decreasing, right, our fear and anxiety of failure, and we're simplifying things so we're going to be less stressed. How are we simplifying things? Well, we're duplicating something that already works, right? We're just making sure that we take our own spin on it, or that we're showing a product that is unique, and we're not just copying the exact same product that's already for sale on Facebook already. Does that make sense? Just say yes if that makes sense to you, right? So when it comes to launching a $100 per day product, highly recommended, is going to be the flashlight niche. It's never going to die. People are always going to buy these. You can get multiple orders, but the key is not going here and just finding a flashlight. We started looking for rechargeable flashlights because we did research, simplified things by looking at something that's already working, right? That's already been popular on Uncrate. It's not the exact flashlight, but it's what makes it different is that it's rechargeable. So that led us to AliExpress, the search for rechargeable flashlights. We organized this by orders, clicked on the one with the most orders. And when we did that, we looked at their newest arrivals. And what we found is more products that have unique features, things that stick out. Why would somebody buy from your ad opposed to the average Joe's ad that's selling the same flashlight that's already being hammered right now? Well, it's because this one's going to highlight other features than the fact it illuminates stuff, right? It's going to be advertised that it's got a USB charging station to it, or that it's a rechargeable flashlight, or that this particular light is going to have different light modes. So you don't have to have a UV light and a regular light, because a lot of people have UV lights. Why would this particular one, what would the value prop here? What would be the freshness about this one right here? Well, the freshness would be that it does have a UV light built in. And so what this is going to do is this is going to save money. People don't have to buy two different lights. It's going to be more convenient, right? So these are all things that they fit the formula, right? The wow factor, the profit margin, the perceived value, and the fact that they're fresh and similar to a product that's trending already. So I wanted to show you all a niche that's been around forever, that's always been a very, very hot, profitable niche. You can see that everyday carry on Google Trends is massive. So there's a lot more stuff to this, but you can also go in here and you can type in flashlight, right? Again, this is always steady over 50. Steady, steady, steady over 50 over the last year. So that's pretty good. And high consumption, Amazon, Uncrate are great places to look at every single day. I would go visit these websites every day. They're going to give you ideas that can lead to product launches that could very, very easily pop off. Just look at all of the stuff here. Again, you're not trying to find the exact same product, okay? What you're trying to do is find similar products like this thing. This is something I don't buy. I've never bought, but it's obviously really, really hot. So you can come over here and type this in AliExpress. You can then sort this by orders, right? And then once we find our orders here, we'll find some tactical ones. If we scroll down here, like this one right here, which is sold 1,200. It comes in different colors. And from here, what we can do is start looking at the features and what makes this unique. Or if they don't have a new arrivals, we would go look at new arrivals. We're really looking for over 10,000 plus followers on a store if we're going to start looking at their new arrivals, though, because that means they're more likely getting requested items and not just shooting from the hip with their new arrivals. Now we could come in here and we could type in tactical. And this is going to bring up more of the tactical style versions of what we're looking for. So what makes these unique? What makes these different, right? Maybe nothing, right? But now you have an idea of what's hot and what you could try to match up. If you were to start selling this particular product, you're looking for some congruency between what's on some of these hot viral product sites and what you can find on AliExpress. Again, you don't always find what you're looking for, but the idea here is if you want to get to that $100 per day product launch, you're going to have something that fits the profitable product formula, and you're going to have to be able to get past these obstacles fast, right? And where people get stuck and paralyzed is research. when you're able to do research fast and you're able to get rid of the anxiety and stress of fear and failure and overcomplicating things, you can then quickly take action and then focus on optimization, right? So these are key, but you can never go to B and C if you never finish doing your research. So I hope that you all enjoyed this training. I hope that you go check out Amazon, high consumption, Uncrate, not just for flashlights, but I do highly recommend you launch the tactical flashlight niche. I do it every year, and every year it pops off. It's an amazing niche, and I do think it's a simple product that is proven time and time and time again to get to that $100 per day mark. But just remember, you need it to be different. You need it to be unique. Find something unique, right? Like this flashlight right here. Find something that has that value prop, like it saves money, and focus on these features in your ads. Focus on these features in your images. Don't just show a flashlight. Show that the flashlight has different modes, right? Show that the flashlight has different light sources, right? Show that the flashlight's rechargeable or that it has USB cables in it, right? What makes this unique that's going to get people to stop and say, wow, that's pretty dang cool. I got to have it. That's how you make money. All right. Now, one thing that we're doing every week now is we're giving away this free business. If you go inside your Profit Power Hour, you'll see that there's a button that says free business. And earlier this year, I showed everybody how to start a drop servicing business. And I'm not going to go over that now, but we're getting a lot of requests to open that back up because a lot of people had a lot of success with this free business that we showed people how to create. And one of the things that we did when we created this free business is I gave everyone access to a completely free, members area that's password protected, that gives you the full funnel, that gives you all of the emails, that gives you all the retargeting ads, and gives you a funnel map. And people absolutely loved it. And if you show up to the live webinars and you're new, then I will unlock this members area for you, and you can download these assets. This is for the drop servicing business that we created. And if you scroll down, you'll see all of the trainings here to launching this little side hustle called drop servicing. So make sure that you check this out. Let me give you the link real fast to get to this, okay? So if you want to claim your free done for you funnel for the drop servicing business model, you would just simply go to claim your free drop servicing business, or drop servicing, we should say, funnel. Just go to the http://go.profitph.com/free tools, and the password tonight is going to be, let me triple check what the password is. Let's see here. Your password is going to be PPH 2020, and that will be changed within probably the next like 12 hours or so. I'll be changing that. So definitely go claim this if you have not yet claimed it. I'm going to make all this text bigger. Don't worry. Sorry, my face is itching. Let's grab this to maybe a 30. Okay. We'll grab this. Make it to maybe a 24. See if that fits. There we go. Just do it like that. All right, so if you go to go.profitph.com/free tools, type in the password PPH 2020, that will give you completely free access to that members area and all of the free funnels. So you can download the entire funnel, you can download the Facebook ads, you can download the emails, you can download the free book, you can download the funnel map. This is a really epic business. I launched it myself and got that particular business, that particular front end part of the business very, very, very successful. So that's just something I wanted to give away to everybody. And remember, you can still go and apply to join our 10K club and above by going to, let me go back up here. All right, you can come over here and apply at profitph.com/success. And if you just want to apply to be our random student of the month, you go to pphallstars.com and you can apply there to be an all-star student where you get free perks from me, and you're randomly chosen. All you have to do is have one sale on your Shopify store. If you have one sale on your Shopify store, you can enter to be the student of the month. And each month I will randomly select one. So next month we will select our first one and we'll get started from there. And each month someone else will get selected. You only have to submit one time and it lasts you all year, right? And you could be randomly chosen. Now, if you've already hit $10,000 or above in your business, go to profitph.com/success. If you go to profitph.com/success, then you can apply to be in our 10K club. It's free. It's just going to give you an award. It's going to give you some perks from me. And it's just fun to be rewarded for having your own success. So make sure that you go to these two places here and you apply to be the All-Star Student of the Month. And yes, you can apply for both. If you've already hit the 10K club, you can still apply for Student of the Month. So just to show you the difference. So this is going to be our student success wall for our 10K club and above. So if you've hit 10K, 50K, 100K, 1 million plus, right, you're going to be featured on our student success wall. You're going to get some epic perks from me. Obviously, you're going to get one of these sick t-shirts that we've created along with some other swag depending on what level of success that you're at. And you just have to submit your application and show us that you've had success. You can keep your whole store private. We just need to know that you've actually hit this number in revenue. And for free, you get some epic stuff. If you want to be our All-Star Student of the Month, you go to pphallstars.com. Anybody can do this as long as you have one sale in your Shopify store. Fill out the application, and you can join the wall here with some of our previous All-Stars from last year, and you can get some pretty epic perks from me and some fun stuff. It'll be really exciting, so I can't wait to see you all apply for that. And just start giving away free stuff, free bonuses, free gifts, free time, free consulting from me. I hope you enjoyed this week's training. I will not be going live on Facebook tonight because I'm going back to my other house to move some stuff still. So I'm still moving from my old house to my new house, but I will be posting in the Facebook group a completely random $100 winner. So go to the Facebook group right now, and I will choose one winner from the beginning of this webinar to win some cash money. Wish I could go live and hang out, but I really need to finish moving. So I love you all. I wish you a ton of success, health, wealth, and happiness. Hope that the training tonight can help you overcome some of these obstacles of getting in your own way and becoming paralyzed and suffering from stress and anxiety of making mistakes and not being able to manage your time. These are things that I do and websites that I use for research that can help make my time management so much more productive, and get to launching campaigns and hopefully $100 per day ads. All right. So again, Adrian Morrison here signing off. I love you all. Go to the Facebook group. I'm giving away some free money. I will see you in there when I make that post, and I'll see you next week, same place, same time, right here on the Profit Power Hour at 9 p.m. EST every single Tuesday night. All right. Good night, y'all. I love you, and I hope that you have a great week.